Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday English with Johnny. I'm Johnny, your friend and guide to speaking English with confidence, ease, and a big smile. I'm super excited to be joined today by my amazing co-host, Rose.
Hi, everyone. I'm Rose, and I'm thrilled to be here with Johnny to help you make English learning fun, practical, and totally doable. Whether you're a beginner or already chatting in English, we've got something special for you today.
Today, we're tackling a problem that so many English learners face. You can understand English, movies, podcasts, books, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank, or you feel too nervous to try. Sound familiar? Don't worry, we've both been there.
Absolutely, Johnny. This is super common, and the good news is you can overcome it. In this episode, we'll explain why this happens and share practical techniques to help you start speaking English naturally and confidently. We'll also share our own stories to show you're not alone. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's get started.
Let's kick things off with a story. Growing up in Brazil, I could watch English movies like Spider-Man and understand the plot. But when I tried to speak, I froze. I'd think, I know the words, but they won't come out. Once at a cafe, someone asked me, "How's your day?" And I just smiled awkwardly because I was scared of saying the wrong thing. That moment pushed me to practice speaking, and it changed everything.
Oh, Johnny, I relate so much. When I was learning English, I could listen to podcasts and read simple books, but speaking was terrifying. I remember trying to order food at a restaurant and stumbling over, "Can I have a burger?" because I was worried about my grammar. But I kept practicing, and soon I was chatting with friends in English. It's a journey, but it's so worth it.
Exactly. Understanding English is one thing, but speaking is a whole different skill. Today, we'll break down why this happens and share 5 powerful techniques to help you speak fluently. Let's dive into the reasons first.
So, why can you understand English but struggle to speak? There are a few big reasons. First, fear of making mistakes. Many learners worry about saying the wrong word or using bad grammar, so they stay quiet. I used to think, what if people laugh at my accent?
I felt that too. I was afraid people would judge me if I said something wrong, like I goed instead of I went. But here's the truth. Mistakes are normal. Even native speakers mess up sometimes. The key is to focus on communicating, not being perfect.
Absolutely, Johnny. This is super common. And another reason is lack of speaking practice. Most learners spend tons of time listening to English, like watching Netflix or YouTube, or reading, but they don't practice speaking. It's like learning to ride a bike by only watching videos. You've got to get on the bike.
Great analogy. Speaking is an active skill. When you speak, you're finding words, forming sentences, and pronouncing them in real time. That's way harder than just listening. I used to listen to English all day, but rarely spoke, so my speaking stayed weak.
A third reason is overthinking grammar. I try to build perfect sentences in my head before speaking, but by the time I was ready, the conversation had moved on. Focusing too much on grammar slows you down.
So true. Another big issue is not having an English-speaking environment. If you live in a place where English isn't common, it's hard to practice. But don't worry, we'll show you how to create your own English world no matter where you are.
To sum up, you might struggle to speak because of fear, lack of practice, overthinking grammar, or not having enough English around you. But we've got solutions. Let's share 5 techniques to help you start speaking with confidence.
Let's start with overcoming the fear of making mistakes. This was huge for me. I used to avoid speaking because I didn't want to sound silly. But then I realized every mistake is a step towards fluency. When I said, "I'm going to the store yesterday," my friend understood me and we laughed it off.
That's a great mindset. Mistakes are how we learn. Kids make tons of mistakes when they learn to speak, no one laughs at them, and they keep trying. You can do the same. A tip to reduce fear is to change your mindset. Instead of thinking, I might mess up, think, every word I say is progress.
Another way to build confidence is to start small. Don't aim for a long conversation right away. Try saying one sentence, like, I like coffee. I started by saying simple things to myself, like, it's a sunny day. Try it now. It's a sunny day. Say it. It's a sunny day.
I love that. You can also practice alone to ease your nerves. Stand in front of a mirror and talk about your day. I ate breakfast, I'm going to work. No one's judging, so you can experiment freely. I did this in my bedroom and it made speaking with others less scary.
Another tip is to record yourself. I recorded myself saying, my name is Johnny, and I'm learning English. When I listened back, I noticed I spoke too fast, so I slowed down. Try it. Record, I'm learning English, and listen to improve.
Next up is a super effective technique, shadowing. This means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say right away, copying their pronunciation and tone. I used to shadow lines from friends like, we were on a break. It helped my accent and fluency so much.
Shadowing is like singing along to a song. You learn the rhythm of English. I shadowed a podcast host saying, thanks for joining us, and practiced it until I sounded natural. Try it now with us. Thanks for joining us. Say it. Thanks for joining us.
You can shadow anything, podcasts, YouTube videos, or even this episode. Pick a sentence like, I'm excited to learn, and repeat after us. It trains your brain to speak naturally. I shadowed movie lines in my car, and it felt like a game.
The best part, shadowing boosts your confidence because you're mimicking native speakers. Start with short clips, like a 30-second video, and repeat each sentence. You'll be amazed at how fluent you sound after a week.
Another big tip is to think in English instead of translating from your native language. Translating slows you down because you're switching between two languages. I used to translate everything in my head, and it made speaking so hard.
I had the same problem. I'd think in Portuguese, translate to English, and lose my chance to speak. To fix this, start describing your day in English. For example, say, I'm drinking coffee now, or the sky is blue. I did this while walking, and it trained my brain to skip translation.
Try it right now. Look around and say one thing in English, like, I see a table. Say it. I see a table. You can also ask yourself questions. What do I want for dinner? Or why am I learning English? Answering in English helps you think faster.
This technique is so powerful because it makes English feel natural. I started thinking in English during simple tasks like cooking, saying, I'm chopping vegetables. Over time, I stopped translating and speaking became easier.
If you don't live in an English-speaking country, you can still create an English-rich environment. One easy way is to change your devices to English. I switched my phone and social media to English, so I saw words like settings and notifications daily. It added up.
That's such a smart idea. I changed my laptop to English and learned phrases like save file without trying. Another tip is to listen to English media. Podcasts like The Daily or shows like Stranger Things are great. I watch The Office with subtitles and learn phrases like, that's awesome.
Music works too. I sang along to Ed Sheeran's song Shape of You and picked up words like vibe. Try shadowing a song line. I'm in love with the shape of you. Say it. I'm in love with the shape of you.
You can also join online English communities. Apps like Tandem or HelloTalk connect you with native speakers. I met a friend from Australia on Tandem, and we chat about movies using phrases like, that's so cool. It made speaking feel like a conversation, not a test.
I joined a Reddit group for English learners and practiced saying, I'm learning new words every day. Try it. I'm learning new words every day. Surrounding yourself with English makes it part of your life, not just a study session.
The final technique is to speak every day, even for just 5 minutes. Consistency is key to fluency. I started by talking to myself about my day, like, I woke up early, I ate breakfast. It felt weird at first, but it built my confidence.
I did the same. I describe my plans like I'm going to the gym later. Another fun idea is to have fake conversations. Pretend you're at a cafe. Can I have a coffee, please? Then answer as the waiter. Sure. Anything else? Try it. Can I have a coffee, please?
You can also ask and answer questions out loud. For example, what did I do today? Answer, I studied English and ate lunch. I practiced this in my room and it prepared me for real conversations. Try it now. What did I do today? Answer in English.
To make it a habit, tie speaking to daily routines. I spoke English while brushing my teeth, saying, I'm getting ready for the day. It took 2 minutes but made a huge difference. Try it. I'm getting ready for the day.
Let's share a story to inspire you. My friend Sophia could understand English songs but was too shy to speak. She started shadowing podcast lines and joined an online English group. After a month, she ordered food in English at a restaurant and said, Can you make it quick? The waiter understood and Sophia was thrilled.
That's so inspiring. My cousin Diego, also from Brazil, loved English movies but couldn't speak fluently. He changed his phone to English, shadowed YouTube videos, and spoke to himself daily. On a trip to the US, he confidently asked, Where's the nearest bus stop? And felt like a local. He told me, Johnny, daily practice made me fearless.
These stories show that fluency is possible with small, consistent steps. You don't need to be perfect or live in an English-speaking country. Just use your voice every day, and you'll see progress.
Wow, we've covered so much today. Let's recap. You might understand English but struggle to speak because of fear, lack of practice, overthinking grammar, or not enough English around you. To fix this, embrace mistakes as learning opportunities, shadow native speakers, think in English, create an English environment, and speak daily.
Start small. Say, I'm learning English in front of a mirror. Shadow phrases like, Thanks for joining us. Change your phone to English and join an online community. Record yourself saying, I'm getting better every day, and listen to your progress. Try it. I'm getting better every day.
Your accent is part of your unique story, and it's beautiful. The goal is to communicate and connect. Imagine chatting with a friend in English, ordering food, or sharing a story without fear. That's what you're working toward, and we know you can do it.
Thanks for joining us on Everyday English with Johnny. We're cheering you on. What's one technique you'll try this week? Have you ever frozen when trying to speak English? Share your stories in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to keep learning.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English. You're on your way to fluency. Bye, everyone.
See you soon.